Hey YouTube, it's Linamar, and as you guys can tell from the title, I'm going to be doing my Makeup Revolution Ultra Metals brush review video. Let's just begin. I made a purchase through the Makeup Revolution website with my own money for these brushes. So let me tell you a little bit about the brushes. Now, you can purchase Makeup Revolution through their own website, or they sell them at selected Superdrug stores here in the UK. I made the purchase through the website just because they had a deal. If you do sign up to their newsletter for the first time, you get 20% off, which is what I did. So there's two different sets of brushes, and I'll talk about the first set. This is a set of 5 brushes here. You can buy each brush individually, or you can buy them as a bundle, and if you buy them at the same time, I think you get £10 off, which is what I did. So I got all of these 5 brushes for £35 and then 20% off on top of that too. The prices range from I think £5.99 to £9.99 for a brush, depending on which one. So first off, they look beautiful. They're in this lovely rose gold colour, and honestly I thought they would feel hollow and cheap, but they don't. They do feel nice and weighty. They're not as weighty as the bold metals, I'll be honest, but they're fine. They still feel luxurious, and for the price, you honestly can't go wrong. So I'll talk about each brush briefly. Now, this one is the foundation brush, I believe, and it's like that 3D shape, and I think Real Techniques have one similar. I don't own it, so I can't compare. Now, I'll be honest, this isn't the sort of brush I normally reach for. I prefer brushes that buff my foundation in. A brush like this is going to layer product down, so nice if you're going for quite a full coverage, but like I said, it's not something I reach for. If this wasn't in the collection, I wouldn't miss it. But if you like this kind of brush, it's a great one to use. It's still really, really soft, and it works lovely. I have tried it, just not my preference. I like the shape of it. It's really nice to get in under the eyes. Yeah, not much else I can say about this particular one. The next brush I'll touch on is this big brush here, fluffy one. You can use it as an all-over powder, but I've been loving using this as an all-over bronzer brush. It's beautiful and it's so soft. Honestly, it's one of the softest brushes I own. I have washed these about twice and spot cleaned them, and I haven't had any problems of shedding. They've been absolutely fine. The gold hasn't worn off yet, but I will keep you updated if that happens. But so far, a big thumbs up. Now, the next brush is a slightly smaller sort of blush brush, and this again is lovely for cream and powder products, just like the other two and all of the brushes in this collection. This is nice to apply blush with, to apply contour, also to set the under eyes with. It has loads of different uses, and I would say it's a little bit of a dupe for the Real Techniques one here that I have. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, they both feel just as soft. If anything, the Makeup Revolution one feels a teeny bit softer, and if you're going to go for one or the other, I'd get the Makeup Revolution one because it's a hell of a lot cheaper, and honestly there's not much difference. This one feels a bit heavier and it's longer. The next brush I have is this little contour brush. I love this, and again I've used this with cream and powder products, and it's lovely for both. I like the shape of this, and again it's comparable to the Real Techniques Bold Metals brush. I hope you guys are keeping up. However, I prefer this one. Again, the shape of this is a little bit smaller, and my face isn't that big, so for me this is a better size for contour. I love it. Absolutely love it. And because it is really, really dense as well, I think it would be really, really nice to apply foundation with too. And now the last brush from that line is this little eye brush, and again this is so soft. This is a little bit bigger than like a pencil brush, so it's more for working in the crease, blending out the eyeshadow. Again, I've used this and it packs on the colour beautifully, and it blends it out nicely as well. I'd be interested to see if they come up with any more eye brushes, just because this is the only one from that line and I do really like it, so I would like to see more. Okay, so the next set of brushes are these 3 and a little sponge. Now this set you can't buy individually, but you get 3 brushes and the sponge for £14.99, and again you can apply the 20% discount if you wanted to as well. So this set is like a duo fibre brush, and the first one is this big sort of flat top kabuki, and again it's super soft just like all of the brushes, and I have been reaching for this quite a bit. I really, really like this for foundation, and it works lovely with all of my different foundations I have. Very, very similar to the Sigma F80 brushes like I've mentioned before. And then the next brush is similar to the last one but a little bit smaller. This is so dense. It's super cute as well. And this would be lovely to blend out cream contour and also some concealer. I think cream blush would be really nice to apply, and cream highlighter. Particularly cream products, just because it is very, very dense, and I don't think it would blend out powder as well. And then the last brush from that set is this fluffy one here, and this is so lovely. I would like to see this one in a slightly smaller size as well, so I can use it in the crease a bit like a 217. But really like this brush, nice to blend out eyeshadow, but also for concealer. I've used it for both, and I would consider picking up another one of these if they sold them individually, but they don't. But I do like this one a lot. Now the last thing from the set is this makeup sponge. Now I don't own the Beauty Blender, so I can't compare it to that. I have used the Miracle Techniques sponge and also the Primark one, and this one is my absolute favourite. I would 100% definitely pick up another one. It just applies everything so beautifully. I can't explain it. It just looks airbrushed and flawless. And not only that, but I don't have to dampen this before I use it. Normally with the others I do, otherwise it just doesn't apply the product nicely. But this one I don't have to. It's super soft, really spongy, can't fault it. My favourite sponge that I own. So overall, I give these brushes a big thumbs up. I hope that was helpful to some of you guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, to subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more. Peace! Hey, it's just me again. I'm just letting you guys know that you can check out my last video by clicking on the box just there. And whilst you're at it, don't forget to click the subscribe button too. Peace!